All right, welcome back. We are on to part 2. If you accidentally clicked on the wrong video, make sure you click on the part 1 video that I did first. I made it all the way to championship flight. I just have a 15-minute restriction on these free recordings on this site I use. So we're on to championship flight, and I was just thinking as I was waiting for my first video to download that I didn't exactly explain a lot of what's on this chart. So we have we have the odds, and I like to put 3 to 1 so people understand these. So you have the odds. So if you're not familiar with betting at all, how the odds work are, let's say you want to bet Steve Rice to win, okay? So if you bet $10 on Steve to win, 10 times 3 means you would win $30, okay? You would get your $10 bet back, and then in addition to getting that $10 bet back, you would win $30, okay? Some people in the past, you can text me some creative stuff if you want. Like if you want to parlay a first flight and a second flight winner, or if you want to do an exacta or something, I'll do my best to come up with some odds if you want to do some crazy stuff. So just let me know if you're interested in that. Average score. So this is just the average score for this Twilight season, okay? And that's our regular Twilight events average score. Then the third column, you have the Iron Valley average, okay? This is not including the major we played there. This is just regular, normal Twilight events where we play the white tees, we roll the ball, we take gimmies, okay? That's your Iron Valley average. This is how many majors the person competed in. This is their average finish in those majors that they competed in. Then we have all of the different majors that we had. I think I said this is our 7th, so we've had 6 of each. So you'll see 12 columns over here, and it will be the year, which one it was, and this is the abbreviation for the course. Okay, so the 2017 Masters was held at Golden Oaks. 2017 Open was held at Fox Chase. Here's your one you probably want to pay a decent amount of attention to is the 2020 Open that was held at Iron Valley. But yeah, you can just go through those results. Like I said, if they're highlighted, that person won. If it's highlighted in orange, that person came in top 3. Make sure you're looking out for the dashes like Joe. So Joe has, I think if I go to the right, he even has more majors than that. If you see a -1, that would be that person competed in the first flight. So Joe is playing in championship flight this year along with Billy D. So if you see both of them, you're seeing a lot of -1s, meaning they competed in first flight that year. Another easy way to just see that is if you look at the Masters. So this would be the 2017 Masters. This would be the place Steve came in out of how many golfers participated. So 11 golfers participated in championship flight that year. So if you go down here and you just see, that's probably Billy. Yeah, I think that's Billy. It's out of 8. Okay, so you can easily see he did not play in championship flight that day. He played in first flight. Okay, there's a very good chance I have a typo somewhere where I don't have it marked that it is. Here's another one you can easily see. Championship flight in the 2019 Masters at Galen Hall had 7 people in it, and then these 3 guys competed in first flight that year. Okay, so that's just the stuff you can look for. So now going back to the odds, I set all 4 previous major winners, Steve, Bailey, Hand, and myself, at 3 to 1. I honestly think we're all pretty damn close right now. Out of the 4 of us, Bailey's probably in the best form, I would say. He's playing the best golf. All of us have, I believe, multiple majors. I could be wrong. Let me check that. Steve, it looks like, has 4. Yep, he won 3 in a row. 2018 Masters at SCC, the Open at Rich Valley, and the Masters at Galen Hall, and then a Masters at Golden Oaks. So he's won at 4 different courses. And last year, he would have come 2nd at Galen Hall. Next would be Bailey. So Bailey only has 1. He won the single Open at Iron Valley. He has a bunch of, as you can see, T2, T2, T2 finishes. So he is always in the mix. Hand has 2. Hand has 2 Opens. He won the Open at Sugarloaf. That was the one that he beat. You can see right here, he beat Pez in a 3-hole playoff. I could be wrong. Might be 2. 2 or 3 hole playoff at Sugarloaf. And he won the Open last year at Pine Meadows. And then myself, on a good run here in majors, won last year's Galen Hall Masters and won the Open at Fox Chase in 2021 and got a couple T2, T3 finishes mixed in there. So on a pretty good run after a very mediocre start to majors. So those are the only guys in this flight who've won a championship flight major. You can see down here we have Joe's won 1, 2, 3 first flight majors. Billy D's won 2 first flight majors with a bunch of seconds. But that's why, long story short, that's why I made the 4 of us 3-1. Then I just gave a slight drop to Decker and Pez. Like I said, Pez had that playoff loss to Hand at Sugarloaf. He's also been playing much better recently with the newly added mini driver and stealth driver. He's got his game back, so I would definitely expect him to be in the mix. And Decker had a T2 back at the Galen Hall Masters and playing some good golf as well. I'd expect him to be right in there. Either of those guys with a good day can easily shoot around par and win. I have Jay-Z in that 5-1 bunch as well. Jay-Z's major performances are T5, T5, and T4. So usually right in the middle of the pack. That's exactly where I have him at the odds. He's obviously very capable, has an invitational win this year. Any of those guys can definitely win it. Dropping down a little bit is where I have Joe, Billy D, and Jonesy. Joe and Billy, I mean, as you can see, their results are like phenomenal in majors. They're just usually playing in the first flight one. So their average scores plenty qualify them enough. Joe, I would usually say like the length of the course is an issue, but with this only being 6,300 yards, I mean, it's not going to be a problem at all. It's not like we're playing a 7,000 yard golf course. So Joe will be just fine there. Billy D, they've had a lot of success, but they are, obviously a little bit higher of long shots. You can just see based on the average scores that we're shooting 75, 76, 78 compared to 72, 71, 70, 72. So it's a few shots off, but we've had it done before. I mean, hell, Foster won that Fox Chase major at insane odds when nobody thought he was going to, but anybody in this flight is capable of shooting a score on a given day. So, but that's why the odds are 7-1. And then we have new Twilight guys. JD Barton just started playing. I think he's played 2 weeks, and his son Tyler, he's a senior at Haven, have them at 10-1. Obviously haven't been playing a lot of Twilight. I don't know if they've ever played Iron Valley before. They play in county events and stuff though. So 10-1, long shots, you never know. Person championship flight, $120 with 60 going to first, 30 to second, 20 to third, and 10 to fourth. And I should fix this. This is not a trophy for championship flight. It is the Golden Jacket, which now has, you guys will see, this is the first year, kind of hard to see from this picture, but we have the names engraved on the chest here, and now they're starting to go onto the back because we ran out of room. That's where they recommended me put them next. So you can see there, maybe I'll wear it around in the beginning a little bit on Saturday. You can see our new, where it is embroidered. All right, live scoring. So this was probably the best thing we've ever done in our majors and Ryder Cup. The live scoring is awesome. Once you play in an event that has live scoring, you don't ever want to play in anything else. So one person in each foursome must enter the scores and scroll. So your tee times, get in touch with your group. I'm going to start a group chat, have all the tee times in there as well. I need at least one person. I mean, you can watch the leaderboard and I'll show you how to do that, but I'm going to need at least one person to do the live scoring in each group. So make sure when you guys are warming up and whatnot, you figure out who's going to do the scoring. And also somebody else should keep the scorecard too. You should be making sure after 9 holes, that the scores are correct, and definitely at the end, we don't want any issues with that. Let me get this pin number too, so I can, if anybody wants to log into it. All right, tournament pin is 4627. I'm going to put that on email. So whoever is putting in the scores needs the pin. Shit, I forgot what that number was already. 4627. So what's going to happen is when you click on this link, what's originally going to come up is... all right, mobile leaderboard. Okay. This link is what's going to come up when you originally click it. So if you are a person that is going to be scoring for your team, you're going to want to click the top link. That's when you'll enter the pin number, and then you will select which golfers you want to score for. Okay, I'll show you an example of that. Tournament pin, and obviously this is what it's going to look like on your cell phone too. You're going to type in 4627, and you're going to select the players. If you toggle tee times, it might even be easier. I have all the tee times up here, so you can, if I'm scoring for Bailey, myself, Nick, and Steve, I press submit scoring request, and here you can see, let me move my face out of this. Every hole, it starts at par, and then you'll just toggle to add or subtract from what par is. You'll press save, and you'll go to the next hole. The person that's keeping score, you will also have a live leaderboard underneath. Okay, so that will be updating minute by minute throughout the round when people add scores. Now, if you are somebody who is just watching the event and you're not scoring it, you're going to click watch the leaderboard. Okay, so even if you're at home and somebody not playing this week wants to watch, you would click watch the leaderboard. It's all organized by the flight, so you can see first flight, second flight, and championship, and that will change as the day goes. If you toggle the leaderboard to the right, this will show you the skins. Okay, I don't know why. I might have to fix that. It's not broken up by flight, so that might be something on my end I have to work on. But you will see the live skins on each holes if there are any. It'll just be blank. Okay, if there are not any skins, it'll say like, if somebody birdies number 1, it'll say current low 3, and it'll have that person's name. It should not be broken up by flights. I'm going to have to fix that. And then if you toggle again, you'll go right back to the leaderboard. Okay, so that is Scrolf. That link is there. Please make sure you're talking to your foursome prior to the round, and you're figuring out who is going to be doing the scoring. Okay, that pin number is 4627. All right, I'm running out of time here. I got like 2 minutes left. Betting. So please get your bets in today and tomorrow. Okay, I'll send an update tomorrow. If I wake up early enough on Saturday, I'll send out the betting as well for a Saturday morning update. I don't want, I put here, please don't text me Saturday morning. Like I'm worried about enough of stuff Saturday morning. I don't want bets to be one of those. So if you can, just please, if somebody texts me Saturday morning, I'll accept it. But I want to have everything finalized, that I can send it out. Like, here's what everybody bet. Well, not necessarily what people bet, but I can show you the betting pool. Steve Rice has the most money bet in championship flight, like that kind of thing. So you got 48 hours to bet today up until tomorrow. Get those in. That way I can update my spreadsheet and don't have to worry about people texting me bets on Saturday morning. Okay. If you guys have any questions, let me know. You can obviously go into this email in more depth if you would like. I just wanted to do a little bit of a review, and after 30 minutes, you're probably sick of me talking at this point. Anyway, so looking forward to a great event. Our weather looks awesome. Just a chance of a storm. I mean, we've been dealing that for weeks at this point. Hopefully Iron Valley's in good shape. We got some close finishes. It's been a long time since we've had a playoff in one of these events. I actually think the Pez hand one is the only one in the history. I think. I could be wrong. Maybe there was a second flight one that I don't quite remember. But hopefully we have some close finishes down the stretch. Watching the live leaderboard is always fun, tracking the results and everything. So I'm looking forward to the first major of the year. Seeing you guys on Saturday. So I hope you enjoyed these videos. Get those bets in. Start texting me right away. And looking forward to it. I will talk to you guys later. If you made it this far, thanks for watching. See you later.